How are we doing, everyone? Sam here, United People's TV, here with a live match reaction after Man United's 1-1 draw with FC Rostov on a pitch which you'd be pissed off if you were playing that in Sunday League. A truly awful pitch, but Man United went out and did exactly what Jose Mourinho would have wanted them to do. With a team when you got Fellaini in, you got Pogba, you got Ibrahimovic, you got Blind and Rojo, you got Young. You've got a team there that is geared toward playing direct football, and Man United played direct football the whole game. It paid off. Phil Jones, decent pass through to Fellaini, great chest control. Zlatan pulled it back, and Mkhitaryan scored on his return to the team. The player who made the difference for Man United on the night, but was impossible for any sort of fluid football to be played on a pitch which, that pitch was really fucking bad. It was. Owen Hargreaves kept going on about it. Mourinho was talking about it for the game. And that's because it was a truly awful pitch. You shouldn't be playing on that in European competitions. But a bit frustrating that Man United didn't come away with a win. But credit Rostov for what was an excellent goal in a terrible match of football. There are actually two decent goals. Man United's and Rostov's both decent passes, excellent chest controls and decent finishes. Man United would have wanted to come away from this game with the 3 points. With a win. But a draw away, given the circumstances, given the fact that we've got Chelsea in a few days and Mourinho's going to have at least one eye on that, if not all the players too, to come away from that with an away goal and a draw, going into Old Trafford. Rostov have been awful away from home. Their results against like Bayern Munich and the likes have been at home this season, not away from home. So Man United are now in total control of this tie. It's all up to us. We got that away goal. We're going to Old Trafford next week, and if we can finish it, we will go through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Let's read through a few of your comments. Said cleverly, said we need to put more effort in. I thought that was a very tactical performance, exactly what Mourinho would have wanted his team to be. Three at the back, we had Young, and we had, was it Rojo playing left back, or was it Blind? I'm not sure. They kind of switched in between. I think it was Blind. But we set up with five at the back because we knew we were going to play direct football, and it's exactly what happened. It was impossible to play any actual football down on the ground. That's why United had to go direct so much, and that is exactly why Rostov went direct and got their goal. They were used to the pitch a bit more than us, but it paid off. Vivek saying, I think three-man defence is a dress rehearsal for Chelsea. Now, this is exactly what Tottenham Hotspur did. To the big surprise of Conte, they didn't really expect it. They said Pochettino set Spurs up with that 5-3-2, which is exactly what Chelsea have made their formation this season. And it worked for Spurs. They really, really pushed them and they beat them quite easily as well. Maybe this is Mourinho showing that he could do that as well. Maybe it's I don't know what it was, but Mourinho doesn't really do five at the back. So let's see what goes on at Chelsea on Monday. But I suppose the best thing tonight, there was no injuries. Mkhitaryan came back, got 66 minutes. Martial came on at the end, didn't do much, but you couldn't get the ball to him quick enough. Not in a position where Martial can run at a defender. Quite a few comments here about Rojo. I think Rojo had an excellent game at centre-back. Fair play to him. I think it was just a tough night for every single play. Looking front to back, Romero had the win to deal with, the defenders, direct balls. Midfielders couldn't play football. It was basically the midfield was skipped today. It went from defence to attack as quickly as possible. And ultimately we came away with a draw, which is all that really matters. Someone there saying we need proper defenders. That's the blatant truth. Phil Jones again tonight. That's the second match in a row he's looked pretty poor. Phil Jones maybe is a bit like Rooney in terms of when he comes back, he needs a few games to refine his form, because him alongside Rojo when Bai was away, he was excellent. And we didn't see that in the last two games, did we? Maybe this is the beginning of the end for Jones and Smalling. Let me know what you think in the comments below. By far and away our best centre-back at the club. Blind's, he's okay at points, but he's not a centre-back. So I think in the summer we're going to sign a centre-back anyway. That is a given. But let's talk about the game tonight. There's not much to talk about in terms of performance, and there's not much to talk about, really. It's a 1-1 draw. Mourinho will be happy with that. He'll be congratulating the players to come away from a tough trip to southern Russia just before we play Chelsea with a 1-1 draw, the away goal. Going into Old Trafford now, we'll be full of confidence. let's see what happens next week. But let me know your comments. Keep leaving them down below as always. Drop a like on the video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. Take it easy.